Okay, we'll be talking about addition of vectors, and on this lesson we'll just understand what is addition, multiplication and division of vectors. So in addition of vectors, we'll be putting two vectors together, and when putting the vectors together, for example, take a case of A and B, we shall take A plus B vector considering the direction of movement of those vectors. The two vectors can be added together and the resultant vector can be AB. So let's look at this example. Given two vectors, A has a coordinate of 2, 5 and B is 4, -2. The sum of these two vectors will be the x coordinate of A add the x coordinate of B, that is will be 2 plus 5, that is 6. Then the y coordinate of A add the y coordinate of B, that is 5 plus -2, that will be 3. So the final answer after that addition will be 6, 3. So on addition, you just consider the positions of the coordinates, then you add directly. Let's look on subtraction of vectors. Sorry. The difference of two vectors A is equals to B minus A is formed by placing the tails of the two vectors together. Then the vector x goes to the head to the tail of vector b. When moving on a certain direction, you just consider A minus B is the same as you take the B vector minus A. In vectors, we don't consider it a specific position in subtracting. The point B won't be considerable. Then let's take a look at this example. Subtracting the vector b from A, written as A minus B, is the same as A plus the negative vector of B, meaning the direction is not considered. Since it does not matter in what order vectors are added, A minus B is equal to -B plus A. This example is worked out mostly on scalar quantities. So let's check on this. When we have, for example, 5 minus 2 is equal to 5 plus -2. When we check 5, then we add to those two scalar quantities having no direction. And then they have no direction but have got magnitude. Then we can say it's the same as 5 minus 2 is the same as 5 plus -2. We just interchange the directions. Then the moment we interchange, we change the sign of the other one. So the will be equal to 5 plus -2, which is equal to -2 plus 5. The answer is always the same. Let's check on multiplication of vectors. Multiplication, for example, A multiplied by B is the same as we are considering the dot product, that is A dot B. So the product of two vectors is equal to the sum of the products of individual components of the two vectors. Let's check on this example. Multiply 2, 3, 4 in brackets and 1, 2, 6 coordinates. We check the x coordinate, that will be 2 multiplied by 1. Then we move to the y coordinate, that is 3 multiplied by 2. Then 4 multiplied by 6, that is the z coordinate. We can also reconsider when given a certain example, such as I, j, k, the notation of vectors. Then we'll multiply each value by its partner. In case of I, you multiply with the other I of the same coordinate that we are considering the multiplication. So in this case, we shall get 2 multiplied by the 1, that is 2. 3 multiplied by the 2, that is 6. Then 4 multiplied by 6 is 24. So our final answer will be 2, 6, then 24. And as we consider this, we consider the identities, the identicals. You pick this identical compared to the other one, I, j, k notation, but you should be in mind that the sign is an important thing in vectors and should be much considered. Okay, thank you.